Hail detectivism. So there are some anime that aren't exactly underrated, but there are a lot of anime that don't get all the recognition they deserve. So without further ado, let's get into this new video. And the first anime I want to talk about is Bungou Stray Dogs. Bungou Stray Dogs, in my opinion, is one of the best anime to ever exist. The 5 seasons I watched, which are the only 5 plus movie, were really easy to watch and very intriguing. Okay, so there is the MC Atsushi, who is really naive and clueless. You got Dazai, who really shows what depression is like and how it makes you feel. And it shows personal growth in real life. And you got Rampo Edagawa, who really shows what autism is in the real world and how it just feels. So that's really nice and refreshing. These are the 3 most important and well-known characters of the anime. The world building in this anime is sublime. The first season just shows how Atsushi came to be. The second season is the backstory of Dazai. The third season is of the Port Mafia. The fourth season is about the goat of anime, Rampo Edagawa. And the fifth season is Rampo trying to save the day. So every season shows some backstories and implements it in such a way that the main story just makes more and more sense. Every place gets shown multiple times, so everything seen in the anime gets important. And like really important as time goes on. There even was a very big TikTok sound that came from this anime that I'm honestly surprised that you don't see many people talking about this anime. The anime follows the MC Atsushi, who sadly gets overshadowed by all the side characters. Sad life. The anime starts off in a light-hearted way, except for Dazai drowning in the first and seconds and getting mad that Atsushi saved him. The anime turns darker and grimier by showing the war between the two fronts, the Armed Detective Agency and the Port Mafia. There will be a third front trying to fuck up everything with super cool villains who don't get as much screen time as they, deserve. But I'm trying not to spoil as much, since otherwise you couldn't watch this masterpiece. And if you enjoy anime that combine humor and action and a great world with a lot of building and references to earlier episodes, I would say that you should definitely watch Bungou Stray Dogs. The second anime is Magic Kaito, which is a companion anime for Detective Conan, but it can stand alone as its own anime. With this anime, you have a more detailed part of the lore from Detective Conan, and you can see the vision of the writer. It has 12 episodes, so you can watch it in one day. I recommend it if you're a fan of Detective Conan or if you enjoy The Millionaire Detective. So, there are 3 main characters in this anime and a lot of side characters. You got Kaito, who tries to follow in his father's footsteps and being an amazing robber of valuables out of musea. Aoko, who is the platonic girlfriend of Kaito and doesn't know about his double life. And the last MC is the father of Aoko, Ginzao, who is a detective trying to catch Kaito Kid. Yes, the MC is called Kaito and isn't watched over more Kaito and Kaito Kid. It is very obvious without knowing that's the robber. Either way, let's talk about the storyline. Kaito's dad was a famous magician and a thief. The part about his father being a thief wasn't known by him. His dad also got killed by mobsters a few years ago, so you can imagine the mobsters surprised when the phantom thief, which was the thief's name of Kaito's father, started robbing valuables again. And it's really interesting how Kaito is deceiving his girlfriend and her dad by always having an alibi, even though he's been robbing places left, right and center. This anime has so much action and a whole lot of people being tricked by the Phantom Kid. This anime will really have you in a trance and always wanting to watch more. If you like this anime, you will definitely like Detective Conan and vice versa. So, you should give Magic Kaito a try 100%. The third anime is Odd Taxi, and the anime is a bit odd. Hence the name. I love this anime so much. When I watched it, the art style has a charm. It's a small 13 episode anime with animals with emotions, kind of like Zootopia. But one thing I can spoil, it are actually humans. I won't say how, but it are humans. The world in this anime is so immersive, so it just feels real when you watch it. And you can recognize everyday events that you would also experience when you are going out and about in a city. The main is a walrus driving a taxi who, if you watch it in sub, has the voice of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. This anime has a lot of characters who are actually all important. I can't go over all of them because 1, this would be way too long, and 2, I would spoil it all. What I'm very happy about is that after 13 episodes there is an end. It's a happy end with more twists and turns and roundabouts, and it just was a good end. The move wasn't necessary since the progress made in the anime is thrown out of the window. I can definitely say that this anime is very interesting and engaging. I did almost finish this in one day, and it was totally worth it. I know the segment about Odd Taxi might be one of the shortest, but I can't say all about the anime without spoiling it. But I can tell you that this anime is the best mystery I've ever seen, and if you like dramatic shows, you need to give Odd Taxi a watch 100%. And the fourth anime is Tomodachi Game. The only bad thing I can say about this anime, there is no second season and ended on the cliffhanger, which I hate. If I could erase one thing from existence, it would be open ends and cliffhangers. Gah! Okay, but I'm a fan of this show, and kind of a really huge fan. So let's dive into the MCs. There are 5 MCs who are the bestest of friends to the end, or maybe not. So yeah, their friendship got tested after some money was embezzled, and through a series of challenges they have to win back the money, but it got more gruesome every time. There's a whole lot of betrayal in this anime. They've betrayed all of them. This is one of the best suspense or thriller anime in the world. Everyone's trying to save their own asses. The MCs have spread everything about everyone. The leader of this game was a mascot who is the worst person in the world because the mascot has bullied other characters in his own anime until they game over themselves. This anime is very self-explanatory. It does look too flashy, but the rollercoaster of emotions you get from this is so amazing. I have to say, at the end, there were some crimes committed and wrongfully accused, and the anime MC, you know, the psycho, says, "It's time for round 2. But there is no round 2. I think this is the biggest horror of this anime, since you don't know what happens in round 2. And I really want a second season, and I need to know what happens. So if you like psychological horror films and shows, you definitely need to watch Tomodachi live. And now, the moment you all have been waiting for. The 5th most underrated anime is your most underrated anime. Yes, there are a lot of anime in this world that are underrated, and you should tell me in the comments what yours is. And now, leave a sub or a dislike or like the video, like this video, and tell me in the comments, really please, what your most underrated anime is. And if you agree with my picks, with it all being said, see you in the next video. Bye bye!